Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished colleagues, I am pleased to deliver opening remarks at this important and timely regional workshop on addressing the nexus between illicit trafficking of small arms and light weapons, terrorism, and crime. Let me start by commending the governments of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan for their participation in this important project, which seeks to explore and make use of the best ways and means to combat the illicit flows of weapons, terrorism, and crime in their countries in their region. The UN Office for Disarmament Affairs, or UNODA, is pleased to partner with our colleagues from the UNOCT, CTED, and UNODC to support your efforts. Illicit flows of small arms and light weapons, in particular, fuel terrorist and criminal acts over the world. According to the Global Terrorism Index, almost 14,000 people lost their lives to terrorist attacks in 2019. Bombings and armed assaults represented the most common forms of terrorism in most regions. This statistic is a sobering reminder of the ongoing blight of terrorism on our collective efforts to achieve peace and security. The deadly combination of illicit flows of weapons, transnational organized criminal networks, and the spread of violent extremism exacerbates instability and insecurity. It also causes tremendous human suffering, including gender-based violence aggravated by the easy availability and access to small arms. The Security Council, in its resolution 2370, recognized that eliminating the supply of weapons to terrorists is of the utmost importance in suppressing the perpetration of such heinous acts of violence. This includes small arms and light weapons and explosives that could also be used in manufacture of improvised explosive devices. Secretary General Guterres, in his biannual reports to the Security Council on the small arms issue, has consistently called for action against the wide-ranging impacts of illicit trade of small arms and light weapons and their diversion, including the perpetration of acts of terrorism, as well as the sustenance of organized criminal networks. Illicit flows of small arms and light weapons serve as means to carry out attacks, but also facilitate indirect control over territory and populations. The illegal sale of small arms and light weapons provides direct financial gains. It also generates indirect profits for the perpetrator of illegal income-generating activities, such as extortion or kidnappings. The Secretary General, in his agenda for disarmament, draws attention to the humanitarian impact of the excessive accumulation and misuse of small arms and light weapons and their illicit trade. The agenda makes the linkage between disarmament and sustainable development explicit, recalling in particular Sustainable Development Goal 16, which acknowledges the role of illicit arms flows in hindering peace, justice, and strong institutions. To expand the toolbox for effective integration of disarmament into development efforts and achievement of the SDGs, my office, together with UNDP, has established the Saving Lives Entity, or Salient. This funding instrument supports the mainstreaming of activities related to the control of small arms into broader development efforts. My office continues to support states in the implementation of the Program of Action on Small Arms and Light Weapons and its international tracing instrument. At the upcoming biannual meeting of states, or BMS 7, slated to take place in July, states will consider the implementation of these instruments at the national, regional, and global levels. Specifically, as recommended by the 2018 Review Conference, states will focus on combating the diversion and the illicit international transfer of small arms and light weapons to unauthorized recipients. In this regard, BMS-7 provides an opportunity for the beneficiary countries of this project to share the useful experiences. To further assist states in preventing diversion of weapons and ammunition to unauthorized recipients, UNODA, together with other UN partners, has developed a series of international standards and guidance documents, namely the Modular Small Arms Control Implementation Compendium, or MOSAIC, and the International Ammunition Technical Guidelines, or IATG. I encourage you to use these tools, and we stand ready to assist you. I thank you and wish you all very fruitful deliberations. Thank you.